Obsession, the Fire That Fuels My Success, by Edivaldo A. Fontes, author of The Pathway to Greatness. VLM Press 2024. In a world that praises balance, few dare admit that obsession, when focused and intentional, is often the true catalyst behind extraordinary achievements. In this article, I share how obsession has been the fabric holding together my courage, fueling my preparation, and propelling me forward toward my boldest goals. If you've ever felt that intense pull toward something more significant, this is for you. Obsession with purpose. Some call it focus. Others call it intensity. I call it obsession, and I'm not ashamed of it. Throughout my life, my most significant accomplishments didn't come by chance, talent, or timing. They came from a relentless, almost obsessive pursuit of what I had set my mind to. I've come to understand that obsession, when channeled with discipline and purpose, is not a weakness, it's a superpower. Take, for example, the story of my first Mercedes-Benz. Back in 2010, while I was rebuilding my financial life, I used to see this pristine white C250 coupe parked at my apartment complex. I would walk my dog around the car, never too close, just enough to admire the design, the details, the boldness of it. It wasn't just admiration. It was a projection. That car became a symbol of the next level I wanted to reach. I studied it. I envisioned myself in it. I imagined the engine's sound and the wheels feeling in my hands. Fast forward to 2015. I visited a Volkswagen dealership to look at something practical, but there it was, a black interior. Immaculate condition. No scratches. That car still smelled like new. I had already studied that model inside out. I knew its specs, its strengths, its quirks. After some intense negotiation, I drove it home. And I'll never forget the thrill, not because of the car itself, but because I had manifested something I was once only able to observe from a distance. It was a moment of pure exhilaration, a testament to the power of obsession and preparation. But that was just the beginning. 3 years later, in 2018, I leased my first brand new C-Class. By 2024, I was behind the wheel of a brand new AMG C-Class, a masterpiece of engineering and design. What started as distant admiration turned into progressive acquisition, fueled not by impulse but by obsessive preparation and persistence. This obsession is not exclusive to cars. It's how I invest, learn, adapt to new technologies, and grow. When I want something, I study it. I go deep. I rewatch, reread, and reanalyze, seeking every detail others might overlook. I won't stop until the decision is clear, the path is defined, and the goal is in my hands. It isn't about material things. It's about developing the mental discipline to stay consumed by a purpose. When harnessed with clarity, obsession turns into progress. It transforms obstacles into learning opportunities, delays into preparation, and setbacks into stepping stones toward success. People often warn against obsession, but I've found that when you're obsessed with the right things, vision, growth, excellence, it becomes the fuel that takes you where motivation alone can't. So if you find yourself constantly thinking about that goal, that dream, that idea, don't be afraid of the intensity. Don't apologize for your fire. It might just be your greatest strength. Embrace, harness, and let it guide you toward your aspirations. Because, in my experience, obsession isn't the enemy of balance, it's the beginning of mastery.